Hi everyone, this is Jody from Cody's General Store, and I am live this evening. Sorry, I'm a little bit late on it, but I am going to be decoupaging Roycycle decoupage paper. I'll show you what we're using here. Let me find my tag. We are going to do the wallpaper, decoupage paper by Roycycle. I have it right here. Isn't that beautiful? I love this. I think she has the vintage wallpaper and then this one wallpaper. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring this down to show you. This is a resin bowl, and this is what it looked like backside. There, we're just upcycling this bowl. So what I did, I had a couple of them. So I painted this one white on the inside. I'll show you the bottom. You can see. Sorry guys, I got paper down here. I'm in my kitchen. So that's the outside, and it's resin. So we're going to be using Roycycle decoupage paper. Once again, I'll show you the beautiful, beautiful cut. And we are going to get going. So I'll bring this back up for a sec. As I showed you, I painted the inside of the bowl white. It's resin. And the reason I painted it white was because we want the light surface down to make our print pop. Because if we use dark, then it's going to make it cloudy and moody, which is fine on some instances, but I don't want it like that now. So I just used chalk paint and I painted it. So let's get to going. I did use, which I'll probably show you first, I did use a organic wet method where I use a brush with water, and instead of using scissors, I did that. So let's do a couple more pieces because I'm going to do piece by piece with this. And I've got a jar of water, and I'm going to make just a couple more strips of this. And like I said, I kind of like it organic looking. Do another one here. I don't like my, as you see, I did brush with a little bit of water, and now I'm ripping it because I don't like straight edges. I kind of like that fussy look. And we're just tearing this. Got a piece there. Maybe a little piece here. Just do a couple pieces at a time. It's so fun to decoupage. You can decoupage anything. I absolutely love it. And there's so many different ways and methods to do it. All right, so we got a couple more pieces, and I'm just going to use a top coat to do mine with. And this, I've never done a bowl before. This will be my first time with a bowl. I forgot my sandpaper. As you can tell, I'm in my kitchen. I brought all my stuff. Normally I have a paint studio. Get that so you can see it a little bit higher. So I'm just going to kind of piece this together. And I don't care about a pattern because it's going to be gorgeous no matter what. We might use a little dark wax on it too. I don't know. All right. So now I'm grabbing from the stuff. I've got my top coat. This is what I put my top coat in. You can use in any decoupage medium that you like. I like the top coat I use for my decoupage. I like flat out flat. I like to use that. So I'm just kind of stirring it, giving it a quick stir. And we'll get all my stuff. I even use saran wrap. I like that. I've got a big wad of saran wrap there. And so I'm just going to mist my paper a little bit. Just kind of get it so it stretches, and I want this on top. So here we go. We're going to start applying strips of it. Little by little. Start my anchor right there. And then kind of go down. You don't even have to have an anchor when you're doing small pieces if you don't want. Usually I do furniture. That's what I do. I love doing furniture, and I love decoupaging furniture. So I'm not used to doing all kinds of small stuff, but you know what? It is easy. So see, as you see, I can work the bubbles out. I'm doing what you call the wet method here. Sometimes you can use an iron to where you put like a a base on, whether it's a top coat, any kind of medium, once again, base, and let it dry. And then you put a piece of parchment paper down and your paper over the parchment paper. Excuse me, paper down on top of the dried medium, then parchment paper on top of that. And see, I got a little wrinkle there, so I'm just going to bring it up, get my wrinkles out, smooth them. It's always better to kind of go from the center out like that. Looks like we got another little ripple. Looks like we need some more solution. I hope you can see this. I can try to bring the camera a little bit closer. I hope you can hear me okay. Pretty quiet here. I've got my dogs outside, so because they would be noisy. They're talkers. I need some new saran wrap. Make sure your ends, see, I'm kind of peeling this end back. Your ends are down. There we go. Kind of seal that a little bit like that with some on top. I might use some dark wax on this too once it's all dry to kind of give me a kind of a vintage antique look. How about we put this one here? That might be good. And I don't care if I get any overlapping. It doesn't matter. Just kind of want it to be on there. Well, I can try another piece. Let me try this piece. I think this piece will look better. Like that. So soothing and so much fun, guys. See? Isn't that pretty? You don't even have to have a little pattern going on, really. So once again, I'm used to doing an anchor because, like I said, I do furniture. So I'm usually doing dressers or buffets or something standing up, straight up. So that really helps to have an anchor when you got something like that. And I didn't bring my sanding block, like I said. So what I'll end up doing is just letting it dry, which you want it to dry anyways before you sand it off. And then I'll sand it off when I get to the studio tomorrow. I'm getting a few little wrinkles in here. I think, you know what I'll do is spray it a little, give it some flexibility. Stretches out. Sorry it was late, guys. We had some technical difficulties, which is okay. You always get that when you have computers or anything like that, right? Just part of life. But we learn. Each day's a new day, and it's all a new learning experience. Okay, let's skip this where you can see it. Get my wad here, and let's go down. I think also too, I will, like I said, if I wax this, I'm going to use clear wax first and then the dark over the clear because I don't want it to be too dark, but I do want to have, and I don't care about the wrinkles, guys, because this is going to be a vintage bowl. It is a vintage bowl. So I'm not going to be real fussy about wrinkles. Not pretty though. I'm going to spray that just a tad more. My sprayer sure seems like it's on high. I'm not getting a little mist like I should, but maybe I need a new sprayer. It's a mister is what it is. They say you can get them. I got mine at Amazon, but they say you can get them at beauty shops. But I got mine at Amazon. All right, see that? Isn't that pretty? I think it's pretty. All right, everything's laying down. If we have any wrinkles, it's okay. So let's see, what am I going to piece on now? I don't want to put too big of pieces on. This is a good way to use your scraps too. I like that one. I like the straight edge. Well, there's one here, maybe it doesn't work. Yep. I think we'll go this way. I don't like that straight edge though. Making me crazy. That side will be good, but I need to get rid of that straight edge. All right. Move this over for a minute. Get my water. Show you once again this little trick. There we go. Well, it's already Wednesday, guys. I hope everybody's having a good week. I'll tell you, September is flying by. Has it been flying by for you guys too? I'll have to come back and answer any comments because I can't see them on this at all. Not at all. All right, so let's put another piece in. We've got our bowl back. Put it right there. How about that? So as you see, we're just kind of piecing it little by little. I think it's going to be really pretty. Even if I don't want to paint the outside of the bowl, that's okay because the bowl is a pretty color that matches the roses already. So we're applying our top coat just like that. Picking this up, I'm going to give her a little bit of a mister. And here we go. So how's everybody doing with the kids in school? The mother's being able to rest a little bit, get things done. All right. Yeah, my kids' school days are over. My children are holy smoly. You know, the older we get, I know it sounds kind of bad, but the older I get, the older my kids get, it's like I forget their age. And it seems like everybody's getting so old too, me included in that. So then it makes it so I kind of forget how old they are because they're getting old. I'm getting old. Everybody's getting old. So appreciate your kids while you can when they're little bit. My kids' school days, we got grandkids and great grandkids now. Got some wrinkles in that. I don't know if you guys can see it. You should be able to. Maybe if I move my bowl over here a little bit more. Got a big fat wrinkle right there. All right, let's put a little bit more goop-a-de-goop. You don't want to get it too wet in here because if I get it too wet, it's going to tear. My paper's going to tear. So, and there is other things that you can use to make your paper maybe come out a little bit smoother than what I'm doing right here. But like I said, I am not being picky at all. There's a big ripple right there. So you can get that out a little. See how I'm lifting it back up? Laying it down. There. Lifting it up, laying it down. What do you think, guys? So far, so good. It's going to be hard to tell until I get the tape off and I sand that down, but I will post a picture of it so you can see it. And this truly is relaxing to do this. It is. It's like kind of like a happy place. All right. As you see, can you see what I'm doing here? Make sure I'm picking, because I like the organic edges. I don't like real straight edges. I'm letting some of the straight edges be on the top because I'm going to sand it off anyway, so I don't care. But I like it to be kind of organic. Hope everybody had a fun summer. We're still having a little bit of warm weather. We have what you call an Indian summer here in Oregon. And that's an old term. I don't know what they call it now, but that's what old timers always called our summers here when you had late summers where it was warm. So it's going to be like 74, I think, all week, something like the rest of the week, which for us is good because it does get cold here. We get snow, everything. We're on the eastern side of Oregon. So we're different than the western side, totally different. It's probably like every state that you have where, you have South Jersey, North Jersey, and they're totally opposite. Northern California, Southern California, totally opposite. So that's the way Oregon is too. And it would probably have to do with populated area. Eastern Oregon is not as populated, densely populated as Western Oregon is. So therefore, we're kind of rulish. That's a word. Ruler. Make sure we get our little wheels out. Okay, so let's put some more stuff. And as you can see, we are going over, we're lapping over, and that's okay. We can do that. And once again, we painted white because this was that dark brown I showed you. We painted it white because I wanted it to be lighter. I need to get a little bit more stuff there because I can see we're not laying down like we ought to. It's kind of hard when you're doing a bowl. It's like on an angle. How many people like to decoupage? I love it. And like I said, I love it on furniture. One of my favorites on furniture. And I do love Royce's paper. And it's really neat. She comes out with a variety of different styles with her paper, which is an amazing thing. She just doesn't stick to one thing. She has a lot of different creators helping her too with designing and stuff. So there's a lot of different flavors in there, should we say. But so much fun. There's so much you can do with decoupage paper. Layer it and do all kinds of fun stuff with it. I haven't even learned them all. I'm going to have to. You can never stop learning, guys. Always learning, always growing. Okay. Sounds like I'm having a visitor come. Like I told you, I'm home. I know it's not the dogs, but it's probably my husband checking to see if I got on. Yep, we're on, hon. We made it. You want to join our live? Oh, he's camera shy, I guess. Okay, just going to pass through, guys. When we get ready to see that little spot right there, we have one. Can you see it? That mess on my camera right there. And then why don't we find a rose to put there? I could cut a rose out. All right, guys, let's do magic here. Okay, I got a whole piece here. I don't like it that fat though. So let's take the rose and put it there. Oh, let's see. We don't need a real big one. How about if we just do this? See, I'm taking my wet paintbrush. That's all I did. And now I'm tearing it. How easy is that? All right. I think it's going to be big enough to fill the hole. And there is our little piece. I'll get back here where you can see. Put it right there. Voila. Stain it just a tad. I probably don't even need to really do this, but I like having a little bit more flexibility with my paper. So let's put it on there. Move it over just a tad. And you see it, we're just kind of patching it up there. Add some of this. Isn't that pretty? This is going to be pretty, guys. I love the wallpaper. I really do. So let's see if we can find one to kind of go in this area over here. Maybe we'll start circling around a little bit. So let me think about how to blow that out, huh? Go on the other side here. That might be pretty. So let me get my water. I'll move this. There's no sense in you just looking at me and see what I'm doing. But I do kind of want to see what shape I need. We're just kind of eyeballing it, honestly, guys. To kind of see. Stop there. All right, here we go. Everybody getting their Christmas projects going for Christmas. I know my sister was. We had oh, she had a picture she wanted to do for her son, so she decoupaged on canvas, a canvas, and it looks so cute. I don't know if I showed it to you guys before or not, but it did look cute. And she's also getting ready to do a trunk. Okay, we're back. Let's do that. So not bad. See, we kind of fit that in there a little bit just by eyeballing it, okay? All right, back to our top coat. Put a little bit on. That. I just kind of want to match it up there a little bit. Get it to the top. It's really kind of weird doing this in my kitchen. Normally I'm in the paint studio during the day, but I wanted to do this kind of, I've never done one in the evening like this. And I didn't want to stay down there in the paint studio. I figured, why not do it here in my kitchen? This is where my better light is. I've got more light in the kitchen than I have in, honestly, any other part of the house. I live in an old house. Our house was built, I believe, in 1880. So it is an oldie, but I love it. It still has a lot of original old stuff. We have an outhouse still, although we do have plumbing in the house and we have a bathroom in here. Actually, we have two bathrooms. We have a bathroom and a half. They built one on, but we still have the outhouse, so that's really kind of neat. I know I have a friend that always talks to me about wanting to go down in that outhouse and look for treasure. She's got one of those metal detectors, I guess that's what they're called. And she always wants to get down there. She knows there'll be, and actually, when you think about it, there probably is treasures down there because people had rings on their hand, and you know what happens? They have to wipe their bum. So if they have to wipe their bum, then the ring might come off and land down in the toilet, which is the outhouse. So very well could be treasures. It'd be kind of fun to have a metal detector, I think. Okay, can you guys see that? And you also see my little crack there? I think it's kind of cool, you know? I don't know, you could fill those cracks in if you wanted to. I'm kind of liking putting paper on them, but you could put paint on it if you wanted to. You could paint it. Whatever you want to do. That's a neat thing about all these tools that we're giving for doing these art stuff is that you get to decide what you want to do. It's your own creation, you know? Nobody tells you what to do, you create. And there is no right or wrong, really. Look how fun that is. Okay, now for another piece. Where are we at now? How about we take that one? Okay, well, we can find another rose to go with that. I don't know. Most of the thing is trying to decide, guys, what you want to do. All right, let's cut off another piece. I probably should have had this little thing all put together. I know people say that. They say, okay, kind of plan your pieces and what you're going to do, but I can never remember. I mean, I'd get these pieces done and not know where they went. So what good would that do me, right? Looking at what I need. I'm just going to try it. Okay, see what we're doing. Guys are really getting a lesson on organically tearing, huh? A little bit more water. I want to go into my top coat, which is right there. So knowing me, I will. All right, let's do another one while we're here. This side, get rid of that. We're supposed to do another live tomorrow at the paint studio. We usually do Thursday, Craft Thursday at Cody's paint studio. And we are working on doing some molds tomorrow. So you might hop in at Cody's General Store. You might just hop in and see what it looks like. We've been working on it for a couple weeks. Can you guys see this? I don't know if I make it better or worse. All right, so let's see what that looks like. I think that would be good. I don't need it that big though. So let's take some off. I don't need it that wide. I did a duck. I had a wooden duck. So I thought, I'm going to decoupage on it. Actually, it turned out pretty. So that was kind of like this with all the curves and stuff. So I figured if I could do a duck, then I could do a bowl. And once again, this looks like a wooden bowl, but it is not. Oh, look at that. I almost filled that little hole in. That's what I love piecing. I mean, it is so much fun just to piece this stuff. Nothing perfect about it. We're getting all the ripples out. But it is kind of fun. I don't know if you guys are puzzle putter togethers or not. I'm not. But this kind of is reminding me of puzzle pieces, except for you're just kind of making it as you go along, which is really kind of fun. Probably shouldn't have put it all on the outside of that because now I can't take my thing, my plastic, my saran wrap and put it on. So this piece might have some ripples, but we already said we don't care. It's one thing, we're not perfectionists here. Okay, so we're more than halfway done. What do you think? More than halfway done. Isn't that cute? I think it's pretty. And once we get the dark wax, we'll do some dark wax. I'm going to use the light first, so it's not going to be horrible dark where you can't deal with it. I'm going to do this like this. Put that like that. I'm going to take this a little bit off because I don't want it to be too much overlaying. So we'll take it off, and we can always use it for a patch job too if we want to do that. All the little pieces. That's a pretty leaf right there. That's going to be pretty, just like that. Look, guys, we got a little bit of white, but you can patch it or paint it, one or the other. All right, so let's lay this down. Maybe I'll try it from this way. Alrighty. This bowl has some rivets in it too. So that's interesting. Alright, so let's get this so it lays down a little bit better. This is really a wonky doodle one. Really got it on a curve. That's okay. All right. Get it going. It's hard not, I can't even see the comments, so I really feel like I'm just kind of talking to myself here, but I know you're out there. I know you're watching. All right. See about this little guy getting some of these wrinkles out if we can. A little hard. I think we need to put more goopies down. When I say goopies, you know, I mean our medium here, our top coat. Just get caught up in my project here. So forgive me if I'm not making sense. Okay. Down, down, down. And I think we're doing good on our time too. Truthfully. And you're not seeing me. There. Sorry guys, I don't know how long I've been off doing my own thing, but there we go. And a little ripple there, but no big deal. Let's do this. Make sure everything is laying down. And if it isn't, let's get it down. It's pretty forgiving too, guys. Like I said, if I got wrinkles, it's okay. I don't care. It'll make the piece look better too. Even a little overlapping too isn't gonna hurt. All right, let's see if we can cut a piece. Could do something like that. Let's cut this. We'll do some skinny pieces now because honestly, we don't have that much more to go. See? Not bad. I have some little pieces to fill in, but not bad. Right? Lay that one down. I'm gonna spray this one a little. Easier to work with. Put down some of my medium here. And then, like I said, tomorrow I'll post this for you to see. I think we'll be better going that way or not. No, I think this would be the better way. Can you all see that? Nope. Let's get where you can see it. This is it. This is the side I'm working. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Kind of hard to see with the camera hanging over what way I need to go here, so I get confused. All right, let's bring this down. We're bringing it out. Remember, it's better to go in, out, in, and out. Got that piece down, yay. Remember, I go along right afterwards and do it, or I can go along once it dries and re-put another top coat on it. That'll work too. But you want to seal it. And plus, like I said too, we're not only sealing it, but we're with a top coat, but we're going to do wax too, because I think it will add some interest to it. I think we should put a little bit of this there in the middle, unless we had a piece we were going to put there. All right, we'll wait. I need a piece of paper. That's going to be kind of a long band. Okay, let me get my stuff. So, let's see. It might be kind of big, but we'll see. Yeah, I did it finally, guys. I kept waiting to put my brush inside of the top coat, and I did it. I just did it. So I got a new brush, dipped it in my water, and away we go. I'm very thankful I caught that before I put it on my paper to tear it. But that would have been a happy mistake, and it would have worked out. It always does. Those are called happy boo-boos. That's what they're called. All right, back to this. All right, this is the piece we just did. So we got it kind of good. Not all the way across, but enough. Let's take a little bit of that out. All right. Now we are putting down our decoupage medium. I need my big wad of ceramic. And like I said, there's people that have easier things to use than what I'm doing, but it always worked for me, even on furniture, like I said. Okay, so lift this up. Can you guys see that? Where can I get so you can see it? Wrong way, this way. Everything is backwards to me here. Let me see. Fun. Got myself a ripple there. Got a lifter upper. Tear that off. And tear it off or no? Yep. And tear it off. Yeah. Whoops, I'm sticking to paper here. Where was I? Right there. If you do get bubbles, there is ways that you can, oops, I just smashed my paper. That's okay, I'm gonna put, see when your paper gets really wet and you touch it with your hand, you can rip it. And that's what I just did there, was rip it. So I'm just kind of sealing it over again. Did it there too. Did it there too. Yeah, and I am just on a roll here, but like I said, no problem. No problem. Happy mistakes. All right, we only have a little bit left to do, guys. One little side and one in the middle. So let's see what we can do. How about that? Get water. Let's do that. Does that work? Like that. I'm going to tear this side off. Once again, we want the organic edges. All right, let's see what that looks like. I think it looks good. Can you guys see it? Here we are. Water, not top coat. We'll go right there. And rip it. So I kind of did measure a little bit, guys. Finally. Okay, I think it looks good. Let's put her on. Let's see how we do it. Okay, everything is pretty darn wet, so I gotta be careful getting it on there. Watch out. And like I said, there's rivets in this too. So that's gonna make it a little bumpy. All right. All right, now for this little guy, to patch that. What do you think? We don't need a lot, just a little bit. I'll find one spot, guys. Let's see if this will work. Or is it just too little? Might be too little. It's going to be a big ripple, but I don't care. Okay, now we just need one little corner. Let's do this. Okay, I'm going to put another flower there. I like these flowers. Oops. Okay. It's going to be a good one right there. Alrighty. Oops. Whoops. I just dropped my brush, guys. No problem. Just even little pieces. Look at that. I just put a teeny piece in there. Teeny. All right. I know it's hard to see. Let's see if we can get a better look. I know I have a couple spots that are white, but I don't know. I can always patch it tomorrow, but I don't know. I might just wax it or something. It's kind of hard to see now. But remember, this is what, can you see the back of the bowl? Not really, huh? Probably looks brown. I'll show you this other one. But I can't sand it yet because it's not dry. I'll show you the finished part tomorrow. This is what the back of the bowl looks like. See that red? Now look at it with the flowers. Isn't that pretty? It is pretty. It's kind of a burgundy red. So anyways, we're going to do some brown, some dark waxing on it too. And I think it'll turn out pretty. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed our Roycycle decoupage paper tonight. And be sure to like us and follow us. And we're on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok too. So if you like what you've seen, then watch we're having a live tomorrow on Cody's General Store for Craft Thursday. So thanks for joining. Night.